could have a go at reading a story together. I was thinking about some of our favourite stories in the quiet room, and I thought Toucan Brothers would be a good one to start with. So everyone sit down and get comfortable, and we can have a story together. Right, ready to go? So the story is called The Toucan Brothers. When your loo's got the blues and the showers run dry, when the sink's on the blink and the soap's in your eye, when you're wearing the cushion to cover your ears, to drown out the tap that's been dripping for years, in Tapton everyone knows who to call. The fast plumbing toucans, Sammy and Paul. For a splish or a splash, they'll be there in a flash. For a drip or a drop, they will come on the dash. Sammy and Paul have the plungers and spanners. They have the know-how and impeccable manners. For a job you can't do, just call those who can. The twosome that can do, the brothers Toucan. Who finds giraffe that 1 extra metre? And who installs Anteater's swanky new heater? And who will tell Mole that his tap wasn't on? And who will discover where Pig's boot has gone? And when the job's done and they're certain they fixed it, who will have tea with a chocolate biscuit? The answer is easy, it's Sammy and Paul, for no job is too big and no pipe is too small. One afternoon at the Brothers HQ, the emergency phone rang, the red, not the blue. On the line was the mayor, quite in a pickle, the spout from his fountain reduced to a trickle. The birds arrived quickly with ladder and tools, and a well-thumbed edition of good plumbing rules. But as they were working, they spied a van driving, with letters announcing, new plumber arriving. And look there, you can see there's the new plumber's van, and the plumber's name is Flash Rover. The van pulled to a stop, and a crowd gathered round, and out jumped a hat-wearing, tool-toting hound. He had gadgets that whirred and things that went beep, and he guaranteed all of his prices were cheap. I'm top of the pipes, and plumbing's my game. Call me whenever, Flash Rover's the name. Paul felt downhearted, but Sam said, don't fear. We've been honing our plumbing craft year after year. We're honest and good, and we do what we say. This dog may be cheaper, but better, no way. But soon the birds' work had completely dried up, all of their customers pinched by that pup. Come a spurt or a spout, and that dog was about, and when something burst, he was always there first. Seems folk are just smitten by anything new. The birds were left jobless with nothing to do. But what Paul didn't know and what Sam didn't guess was that this cheeky mutt was just making a mess. He'd seal up a crack using any old thing. He'd tie boilers together with big balls of string. He patched and he botched, he slapdashed and bungled, he shortcutted, covered and muddled and fumbled. No wonder his work was much cheaper and faster. It was easy to see this would end in disaster. And sure enough, Croc's pipe sprang a leak, the pipe that the dog had fixed only last week. And 1 moment later, Pig's shower had burst, but not before Lizard's new boiler broke first. And out of Frog's window 2 taps quickly flew, and let's draw a veil over poor Rabbit's loo. And there's a sign and it says censored, too embarrassing for Rabbit, so we can't even see what that is because it's just too embarrassing for the rabbit. All over Tapton, it seemed one by one, that Flash Rover's jobs were all coming undone. And look, you can see there's water coming out of doors and windows, and a dog in a bath been blasted through the roof. And there's a turtle and an umbrella coming down the road, and that the whole town is flooding, and everyone looks really worried, don't they? Help! Cried the mayor. This dog is a fraud. As a plumber, his work seems disastrously flawed. His bite was apparently worse than his bark. We must get some help or start building an ark. Tapton is drowning, we're right in a jam, and no one can save us but Paulie and Sam. Well, the two birds were touched by the pleas of the town, and this was their home, they would not let it drown. And really, said Sammy, that dog is a menace, for everyone knows this is Tapton, not Venice. So they plugged up the leaks and they unclogged the drains. They cleaned out the pipes, kitchen, bathroom and mains. They plumbed with aplomb, not a second too late, and rescued the town from a watery fate. They said to Flash Rover, you need a new plan. You can't do the job that the two of us can. And now that you've cleaned up, they said to Flash Rover, you need a new plan. You can't do the job that the two of us can. And now that we've cleaned up your mess, you'll agree that Tapton just ain't big enough for us three. And look, there's Flash Rover, got caught up a tree in the flood. And there's Sammy and Paul and the mayor, all looking up at him, thinking, you didn't do a very good job, Flash Rover, this is all your fault. So when the loo's got the blues and the showers run dry, when the sink's on the blink and the soap's in your eye, when the plumbing is driving you round the U-bend, who are the twosome on whom to depend? In Tapton, everyone knows who to call, the toucans that can do, Sammy and Paul. So that was the Toucan Brothers. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you have any stories that you really want me to read, then leave a message with the office or leave a comment on Instagram. I'll try and read that story for you. I hope you're having fun at home, guys, and we're missing you all loads. So see you soon. Bye.